Gisela Heredia este o coregrafă care s-a născut în Argentina. A studiat mai întâi mișcarea scenică și coregrafia la Universitatea din Córdoba. Locuiește în Viena din 2003, unde a studiat pedagogia dansului contemporan la Conservatorul din Viena. În anul 2009 a fondat tanz.coop colectiv și a lansat TanzTag Wien. Munca ei ca dansatoare și coregrafă independentă a fost prezentată în mai multe teatre și companii de dans din America de Sud, Europa, precum și la festivaluri internaționale. A câștigat mai multe premii, printre care și la renumitul Festival Latino-Americano de Danza Contemporanea din Teatro Comedia în Argentina. A fost premiată la categoriile Cea mai bună coregrafie și tehnică de dans contemporan. În 2016, Gisela a primit Premiul Avantgarde la Alsergrund pentru munca sa artistică. Sunt Roxana Morun și mă bucur că astăzi pot să dialoghez cu Gisela Heredia. Hello, it's nice to have you here.
Thank you. Hello, hello.
You are born in Argentina, you are living in Wien, and now you are working on a project in Romania. So let's take it from the start. How did your Argentinian blood, the Latino culture, influence your life?
Okay, well, well, it's in the blood, so influenced me the whole life, and also during my work, I guess, yes. So I don't think about that, but I just have it. I guess it's just a natural thing everybody has. It doesn't matter where you come from. So, yeah. I think through my work, maybe I could say now, thinking fast is the energy, maybe, that you can see in some things I'm doing. And I like working with people who has a lot of energy, so maybe that's one thing.
How did you use those things to build your career?
Well, I think the energy is something to do with your way of thinking. You want to get further, you want to learn a lot. I think I get this inspiration maybe from my parents. They always push me, and also my sisters, to do what we like and to do it fully. So I think this energy is just part of being interested in many things, taking also the energy from other people to work, because it's not only my energy, otherwise I would be empty after work, but I give and I take and I give it back. So yeah, that's the way I think I use energy.
I think this is art. You take and you give back. You came to Vienna and studied contemporary dance.
Well, actually, the study in Argentina was contemporary dance. So I started to be a dancer, and I did a lot of choreography. So the thing at the university was dance and choreography. And then when I finished I decided to visit my brother. Actually, it was by accident that I arrived studying in Vienna. So when I went to Vienna, I got to know someone who was teaching at the university, and she told me there is a study about being a teacher, so pedagogy. And I thought, okay, I'm a dancer, I can do choreography, because I was still young, so I was not like a choreographer, but I knew a lot about that. So it was a good reason for me to get further, as I said before. Okay, just become a teacher and know how to teach, and yeah, learn all about the teaching methods. There are a lot of methods. So it was a complement to what I was doing before.
You changed your natal country, Argentina, Latino America, with Europe. Was it a cultural shock, as they say, or did you feel at home?
Well, as my brother was already there, he helps me a lot to understand many things. I don't remember now, because it's 18 years already, so I don't remember a cultural shock, but yes, sometimes yes. I think it was. Maybe this energy, what we talked before, is another kind of energy in Vienna, like much more quiet atmosphere, even though it's a big city, it's quiet for me. So, yeah, not a big shock, but yeah, something was different, of course, and that's okay.
What did you learn in Wien when you study? Did you adapt the way you dance to the Vienna style or to the European style?
This is a very good question, actually. When I started there, I felt like, okay, the technical things, I did it already, so I was a bit of disappointed because I should start like from the beginning to be a teacher, but I had it already. So, yeah, I had to adapt because I knew that the methods of teaching and all these theoretical things would be very important for me to get to know and to learn. So, yes, I adapt during the study, very slow, but very open also to the new things. So it was mixed. And then after the study, I still need to understand many things about dancing art in Vienna, especially. It's very conceptual, what I think is very good, but sometimes it's not much energy in it, if we can keep on doing using that word. So, yeah, I think it's a good fusion, let's say, for me. I learn a lot, but I don't forget what I learned before. So I mix.
What determined you to start your own company?
Well, actually, I started with some colleagues thinking, after the study, thinking, what can we do? There is an International Dance Day celebrating in some places in the world. So we thought, let's do this celebration for Vienna. And we were very young, so we started to organize this thing, and now it's like 12. This was the first impulse to create something for dancers, young dancers starting. So I start to do for that international dance also my own little choreography works. And yeah, during the years, many people say, but you have to do your own stuff and make big because it's so nice. So then I decided to work with my own projects, and this is how tanz.coop become like my own company where everybody is rotating. So it depends always on the project. So the dancers come and go, and new dancers comes and go. So yeah, that was the development.
It's your company, but you are still dancing and also doing choreography.
Yes, it's my company. I feel I like a lot being from outside. So I dance a lot, and I really love it. And I know the feeling, what's the feeling inside, but I really enjoy to give this to the dancers when I'm outside. And I have so many pictures always in my mind and ideas, so I think it's the best way to be outside and, yeah, develop with the dancers a dance piece, yeah.
Is it important to have both perspective as a choreographer and look from outside the show, and to also know how it is from inside, so to have the other perspective from inside?
It's very important. It's really important to... I was talking yesterday with some colleagues from here that I think it's very important to have been inside on the stage, on this side, from where everybody is together, the dancers, getting this information, because then you can tell the other people from the outside what is happening inside. So you can feel from the inside and also from the outside. So it's very important to be a dancer, let's say, very simple, like to be a dancer before you are a choreographer. That's for me like very important. But for me, it's personal.
Okay, how did the people from Vienna accept your shows? How do they see them? What was the feedback?
Well, that's also a very good question, because as I said before, in Vienna, I think in general it's very conceptual, but still there are many dancers who want to dance and move. And you can see many performances or dance performances where movement is not the prior thing, but the concept. So I think I have, audience that is very happy to see my work, let's say that way. And when the dancers, when I do an audition for a new project, I feel the energy again from these dancers, really giving all. And this is also what I like. So I hope that this kind of work, also with a concept behind, with an idea, more people get to know and like and appreciate that movement is not only emptiness and just movement. Movement can say a lot, and it's good to do that. Yeah, so we can mix movement and thoughts, and yeah, that's very important.
They say that contemporary dance is not easy to understand. What is your opinion about this? How do you find the ways to express feelings and deep or essential messages through dance?
Well, we could talk really long about that, yes, because it's interesting. I say always something when I'm in a rehearsal, if I work with actors or actresses or dancers, of course, and some, like, not professional people. So when we are here in a rehearsal and we want to make show, I think it's very important to them to understand that we want to give something to the audience. And I really put myself sometimes like empty and sit and watch and see what happened with me when I'm performing, I'm rehearsing something. So we shouldn't, for me, we shouldn't forget as artists that we are doing this also for an audience. So if I do a performance which is about something what the people doesn't get the idea, then it's something to think about in my work. Because I can put myself in a corner and dance for myself. That's okay.
But it's not the same.
If we do for audience, then we should give something to the audience, whatever it is. Feelings and thoughts, themes that we are interested in. So this is, for me, the most important thing.
So you find the joy in dance, but you also want the audience to have the same joy as you have, or have the same feelings you want to transmit.
Yeah, well, yes, not my feelings. I don't want the audience to get my feelings, but that they get something. Maybe they feel like something they see, or they recognize something that they lived before, I don't know, or they can laugh because this, yeah, that's true. So I don't want that they feel what I feel, because everybody's different, but that they get something, that they're not going home empty. Yeah.
So you worked a lot in Wien. Now you are in Timișoara. They say Timișoara is the little Wien. So do you find this Viennese energy here in Timișoara, or?
Well, I spent 1 week here and I really enjoyed. I think to get to know the energy of a place, you have to be a bit longer in a place. But what I got from the workshop is that the people were very committed to the work, even though some things were like new or strange or different. So yeah, I hope I can come back and stay longer to get a bit more of this Timișoara.
Let's talk a little bit about this project you are in right now, the project you came to Romania for.
Yes. So Remix ID, I was talking to Olga, who is also part of the team of Remix ID, for some months ago, and we thought we could do something together, and she told me about the project, and we said, okay, that would be nice, but nothing happened. Then I saw that the Bundesministerium, the Ministry of Culture in Vienna, was given a grant for artists to work abroad on the east side of Europe, and bringing contemporary art would be the main theme of that grant. So, and I talked with Olga, and I applied for that, and I got it, and we said, okay, this is great, because we can work together. Yeah, that's why I came here, to collaborating with Remix ID and this project. So I'm happy that this is happening. Yeah.
You work with the Timișoara Folk Ensemble, so you are at the beginning perfectly stranger, to quote the title of another project of your company. How was it? Was it difficult at the beginning?
Well, actually, it was really interesting. I wouldn't say difficult because I work with so many groups, so difficulties are other things for me, but it was very interesting because I knew maybe these people is not used to do what I do in my contemporary dance training and the way I work, because I don't work like every other choreographer. Each choreographer works different, so for me it was a very nice experience. And not only this group was here, some actresses and hip-hop dancers also involved in this project, so this mix was perfect for me.
About the energy, they say we have very energetic, strong folk dances. What do you think about Romanian folk dances? Did you know them before, or do you just come across it right now?
Well, actually, since we know we would do this collaboration, I started to research, of course, about folk dances. And I think it's a lot of energy. I was invited, and thank you for that, for inviting me, be in a rehearsal. And it was like a bomb. I was sitting there, and I knew some of the dancers because of the workshop, but when I was sitting there, they started and they just went bam! And I was, wow, okay, so this is incredible to live it for me for the first time live. And yeah, a lot of energy in the music. Take this energy also for the dancers, they are all together. I think it's really great. I hope I can get more and more, into the folk dance, because I like learning a lot, so, and watching and observing new things.
You work a lot, you said, with Olga Török. She's one of the actresses that like dancing and expressing herself through dance. How was your collaboration?
Yeah, it was very nice because, I like that, as I said before, I work also sometimes with actors and actresses, and I think it's very interesting for me. Again, energy. Actors and actresses have a different energy, also very nice energy. Different from the dancers, they also have an incredible energy, but different, and this is very nice. And with Olga, now specific, we were talking after each day of rehearsal here. We have been talking and drinking coffee and analyzing things, so the collaboration is very nice. Yeah.
They say you learn something from every experience you have. How was your Timișoara experience till now, and what did you learn so far?
Yeah, well, what I learned actually is still just being open to everything which is new. This is very important. I said to myself this week and some other projects before, so I keep on learning that. Be open for everything which is new, and being patient when people doesn't get maybe your idea, then you have to, just be patient, because nobody has to know you from before. So being patient and open to everything is the best thing, I guess, for everyone who is doing something for the first time.
What makes you tick? The prizes, the international recognition from the critics and specialists, the applause, or just the people who love dance and love seeing you dance?
Well, actually, I hope that everybody who is interested in dance and art will get to know my work, let's say, specific my work, and that they can appreciate the way I do, and that I also try to do my best, of course, like everyone. So, yeah, and I hope more and more people get interested in contemporary dance, because not everybody knows that. So I hope that with my little seed, I can put a little bit of contemporary dance wherever I am. Yeah, that the people understand, and if they don't, they come to me and ask why and how and so on. Yeah.
In Timișoara, the contemporary dance stage is growing. People are more open to this form of dance right now. What do you want to achieve with this project, Remix ID?
I think it's just a little bit like I said before, just people get interested. People go in, also not dancers. They should go to the theater, they should watch things, they should get to know this new contemporary dance. If you say it's growing and growing, so the audience should go to the theater and experience that. And if there is a workshop, they should go, because you get always something from that. You can learn from everything. So go and watch, go and join the people, yes.
And how did you choose the music for this project?
Yeah, the music is always a very difficult process with the music. So every day I was listening a lot, and I was trying different things in the workshop. But today we're gonna end with something, but it's, let's say, it's an end, but it's an open end for me inside. So for me, the music should have a line. If you make a piece, it should have a line in the whole evening. But we have 15 minutes maybe still, so it's a short thing. And I got some of the remixes, music remixes. So I decided to take one of these, because it's made of this mix between folk dance and electronic. I think it fits very good. And I choose also something from Argentina, which I thought is very similar to the energy again, similar to what the folk dance means for me. Yeah, so I mix a little bit, but it's not ready yet. I have to think about it. Yeah.
And one last question. What's your definition of dance? There are many, many definitions of dance, but your personal definition?
Yeah.
How would it sound?
It's difficult, of course, because I grew up doing dance, so with some breaks in between. But for me, dance is like, I was thinking, it's a kind of mix of like the school or the university. You have a lot of subjects in dance. You have math, you have to count, you have physics, because you understand if you do a jump like this, then it will be so big or so small. So, and it's geography, because you have places to be, and also you can get dances from the world and mix. So dance is a big pool of subjects. This is what I would say now.
Thank you. So let's keep the good energy for this project. I hope it will be a success. Thank you for this talk, and I hope you will be back in Timișoara as soon as possible.
Thank you very much for this interview and inviting me. Yeah, and I hope also to come back. Thank you.